Divine greetings, entities, energies, lovelies, bodies of light, seekers of truth, and sojourners of truth, all light workers and light warriors, especially my soul tribe family. I want to speak a little bit about this Jupiter Neptune conjunction here because we're still feeling the vibrations of it, if you will. So before I begin, hello. This is Akila Textry. I am conscious chakra and I transmute energy through consciousness. So let's talk about some of this energy that is being transmuted because we are working through some of this. I know some of you have been feeling it. We are dealing with emotions. Energy in motion is exactly what's happening. So let's talk about some of these motions. And this Jupiter Neptune conjunction has definitely brought some high intense energy. Mind you, this exact conjunction has not happened since 1856. We're not going to see it again in our lifetime. It is very rare. So I knew that it was something important and it was pulling on me. I've been guided to kind of be shown that it has a lot to do with, oh, four birds flying, four's balance. But it had a lot to do with balance. Thank you, birds. It had a lot to do with us balancing our spiritual and physical aspects are coming to a harmony and a balance, and especially with this full moon. Speaking of balance, the full moon was in Libra, so even utilizing that energy that followed right behind this conjunction. I don't know how many people are aware of this energy, but we got like a double whammy of energy to use to harness this energy, and it is what we're using it for is to on a main part, we're dissolving a lot of things. There are a lot of breakthroughs that are happening, that have happened, if especially if we were paying attention, especially if we were being intentional souls, paying attention and putting our intentions in our soul unfoldment, because we are here as beautiful souls, of course, to be unfolding. So this plays a big part in us helping to clear up some karmic cycles, as I've been pointing out in my workshop. I would have done this sooner, but of course I had a forgiveness workshop. I had to follow where spirit was leading me, and we jumped right into a forgiveness workshop on the day of. We utilized that 412 energy and jumped right into a forgiveness workshop that pretty much stretched out into the chakra moon workshop with this full moon. So we transmuted whatever was coming up for us in forgiveness into transmuting that unforgiveness, transmuting from fear to love, pretty much, because the opposite of fear is love. And forgiveness allows you to get to your feelings, because forgiveness is all about forgetting the feelings. But that's a whole nother topic. I don't want to go into my workshop with that. I really want to focus on these energies because I think it's important that people understand what these energies are helping them to do, even on an individual level. If you may not have been in this workshop, of course, but you can know what to do on an individual level. How is this energy helping me? So I'm here to let you know pretty much how you can utilize this and how is it helping you. For one, it's helping you to get to your karma traumas from your past lives. A lot of people that don't realize how deep this is. So not only in this lifetime, first of all, it is giving us an opportunity to really dig deep and dissolve a lot of things that we have been carrying and harboring in our soul. Remember, the subconscious holds everything. So even things that you're not consciously thinking about, the subconscious is. So what is happening is the subconscious is bringing up these things for you. So a lot of people have been saying that, or maybe even seeing that there's some stuff coming up in my subconscious, maybe in your dreams, maybe in a vision, maybe just things being brought back up because the subconscious is being tugged on to pull these things up. These energies are really working with your subconscious right now. Your subconscious also houses your emotions. It's the feeling, it's the intuition. It's all about that. So, of course, this is a time for us to really go in and do some emotional work. Energy in motion, emotions. So a lot of us that's why we're feeling things in our emotions. Feeling. These are key words, feelings, emotions, not thinking. And I want us to pay close attention to understanding that sometimes people think they know what they feel, but they don't, because they're doing just that. They're thinking. They're using their thoughts to tell them how they feel. They're not really allowing themselves to feel. So listen to the things that are coming up. Really allow yourself to feel the things that are coming up, because this is emotional work that we're doing. These energies are allowing you to dissolve these things in this lifetime first and foremost, and then therefore once you get to that point, you will be able to see what your theme is for your entire life, pretty much. What has been your recurring theme? What is the thing that you look at and say, this keeps happening? Because chances are whatever is coming up for you, and whatever you're clearing up, whatever needs to be forgiven of others, is something that is a constant theme in your life. And so you want to look at that theme, and that theme is going to be a telltale sign of what has happened in your past lives, because that is the karma trauma. And what you are coming in this lifetime to do is to pay that karma forward, which is exactly why we go through the things that we do. It's why we chose the life path that we chose, to help us get through it. However, we forget and we get caught up in the woes of life. Right now, a lot of us are caught up in our just this lifetime drama. So we don't know how to get to our karma drama, if you will. So when you utilize this energy, it's helping you to dissolve these things, to say, this is not how it is anymore. You're getting time to go into your subconscious and rewrite some of this. This is the true healing that we need, is really a true revealing. So allow these things that are coming up. Do not run from it. Don't turn it away. Allow yourself to see it and feel it and embrace it, because this is what this Jupiter-Neptune expansion is doing. It's especially Jupiter is expansive. Neptune is allowing you to see beyond illusions, so to speak, kind of pull back the curtain. It is kind of the planet of illusions, especially if it's in the shadow side. But on the more evolved side, I would say the more spiritually mature side of it, you will be able to look beyond the illusions. And then Jupiter is expanding that, and Jupiter is also expanding what you are creating, your conscious creation that is going to come out of that. So allow yourself to get into the loop, or the lube first. Get into this cosmic lube that is going to carry you. Think of a lube kind of spiraling you through something, and it's going to carry you through something that you need to heal, you need to dissolve first and foremost, that is going to then get you to your conscious creation. And then Jupiter is going to expand on that for you. Trust me, you're going to get a blessing out of this, but only if you work it. It works if you work it, right? So really go into your soul and allow your soul to glow and allow your soul to grow. This is a growing experience. Yes, it doesn't feel good, but if you keep your eye on the bigger picture, which is your soul's elevation, this is a once in a lifetime, in this lifetime, once in a lifetime opportunity for you to get this thrust into that next level of yourself, into the next level of your soul unfoldment. This is giving you that opportunity. So off rip, I can tell you the things that the world is playing out to us right now, especially being caught in the shadows of the 3D, is playing a lot on fears. So this is why we have to do our work to get rid of these fears. And the forgiveness is going to help you get to that feeling of what you truly fear. Allow yourself to feel whatever feelings come up for you. And when you peel those layers, guarantee you fear is at the core of these negatively charged feelings. So find that fear. And then once you find it, then you'll be able to transmute that in love. That's how you dissolve it. You dissolve it by transmuting it in love. So I encourage all of us to utilize this energy. If you haven't done it already, excuse the motorcycle sounds, car sounds. You may hear some in the background. But I encourage you, if you have not done this already, you still have some time, because the conjunction, that energy is going to be at least reverberating for at least another month. I would say at least 2 weeks strong, and it just passed a couple days ago. And even the full moon energy, the full moon is most potent 3 days before and after is the energy is most potent, but you have about a week after the full moon to still kind of harness this energy. So take the time to go within and see where there are some places where you may need some balance, some harmony. You need to rectify, redeem, resurrect, as people have been celebrating. I don't celebrate the holidays, but most people are on a collective thought of resurrection. So think about resurrecting your soul. rectifying with the ego. Be willing to humble the ego, because now is not a time to be raising the ego. Now is the time to kind of hold the ego down, especially after the full moon that just passed. Allow the reflections to come up for you. Allow the full moon, which is about intuition. It's the feminine aspect. So allow the intuition to kind of guide you and go within. Take an introspective look within yourself and allow things to come up that need to come up, because that's how life shows you things, through your subconscious. This is why this is emotional work. Understanding that life is a reflection of you, always. And so whatever is showing up on the outside is here to teach you something, if you will allow it. So the shadow sides, though, of the Jupiter and Neptune, if you're not doing the work, because this can go both ways, it all depends on how you harness this energy. So we have to be very careful, because the shadow sides of the Jupiter Neptune conjunction can allow you to kind of down spiral, and you will be caught in delusions. You will be caught in the illusions and the delusions, because Jupiter is all about dreaming, the dreamer state, and expanding on these things, expanding on your dreams. So if you're caught in illusions, and Neptune is definitely would be about illusions as well. So if you're caught in the illusions rather than looking to remove illusions, then you will kind of end up down spiraling with all that's going on, the shadow aspects of all that's going on. And then with the Jupiter energy, you'll just expand on that. So you have to be careful of the thoughts and the feelings, really the thoughts that you're allowing to distract you, because thoughts come to distract you from the known. Sorry to say. But that's what happens when you get fearful. You get all kind of thoughts that want to come up to protect you, because that is the conscious phase of mind, is the thinker, the ego. And the ego only wants to protect. So do not get too caught up in logic and thoughts and thinking. We really want to be heart-centered. This is a time to definitely be heart-centered, not brain-centered. And not logic, but more going into feeling and reasoning and listening. So with that said, I'm going to close out with that. Each one, reach one, teach one. I don't like to cut it so short, but I want to make sure that you get this information before it cuts off on me. So with that said, do your work. Please go in and utilize this energy, harness this energy to dissolve old things and let old things fall away, so that your soul can evolve to the next level. Those of you who want to enter into the 5D consciousness, this is definitely going to catapult you into that timeline, because the timeline has split. And so if you want to be able to catapult into that timeline or be a part of it, please utilize this energy. It is going to transcend you. You are going to feel different, unlike any other. So allow it to stretch that spirit. Get into your soul code and let your soul glow. With that said, each one, reach one, teach one. If you don't know where to start, start in your big, beautiful heart. Shine your light from the inside out. Be the candle that lights the next one and the next one and the next one. And allow this energy to guide you. Spiral up, my beautiful souls. Peace, love, light.